stop. I'm a professional makeup artist and I'm going to be sharing all of my secrets on how to get the perfect bridal makeup. If you follow this, your makeup is going to look flawless all day and all night. These are the products that I absolutely swear by when it comes to bridal makeup, so let's get into it. Primers are not going to do anything to keep your makeup on for longer. No matter what your age is or your skin type, this is how you're going to make your makeup last. You really don't need to overcomplicate your skin prep. Actually, you can sabotage your makeup if you go too overboard. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to gently cleanse your face and then apply a hydrating spray. If you want that glow from within type finish, then go for a glow serum. Honestly, just a light moisturizer is perfect. I also like to apply a tiny bit of lip balm. If you want your brows to stick down, then do your brows in this step too. This is the e.l.f. brow gel. It's almost like a gluey texture, and you need to wait for this to completely dry before you then put product on your brows. Now, this tip is so important. You need to make sure that you are leaving at least an hour before you apply your makeup. There needs to be no sticky residue on your face for a perfect makeup prep. If you want your lashes to be lifted all day, then use a lash curler before you apply your eye makeup. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It is a great product to start your makeup with, just to give my face a little bit of color, evening out the redness in my skin. This is such a beautiful product. Adding a tiny bit of concealer onto our eyelid creates a nice sticky base for the eyeshadow to stick on, and is one of the key steps in making your eyeshadow last all day. You don't have to go crazy here. This is just to even out the skin tone. If I was going to recommend one eyeshadow palette, it would be this one. This is the only palette you need for your wedding day. This is an eyeshadow look that anyone can do on their wedding day. Going in with our transition color Stone. This is a very neutral color which will act as our blending color. And note that I'm using a nice fluffy brush to do this. Just going back and forth with a very light touch. And when it gets to these edges, you want to be even lighter. Applying a little on the outer corner of the bottom lash as well. Don't worry if it's a bit messy. We are going to wipe the excess off after. Switching up my brush to a more flat, fluffy brush. I'm going to take this color Vague. We're going to add some warmth to the crease, brushing it on the outer corner of that top lash line. We're almost creating like a V shape. Trust the process, because honestly, you're going to look crazy before you look good. I'm completely leaving that inner third free. Bear in mind, you want to go a little bit more pigmented than you're comfortable with, because after an hour, some of this eyeshadow will fall back and seep into your skin. Adding a little bit on the bottom so that they look cohesive. Something to know about eyeshadow is that when you're looking forward, you still want to be able to see some eyeshadow on top. You don't want it to go as far as your brow. Very nice light skin tone color. Placing that in the inner corners just to give it a little bit of brightness. You can also add it just underneath your brow as well. Okay, so far so good, but we need a bit of shimmer. This is the ultimate bridal shimmer. The best way to use this, to apply some Fix Plus to your eye, use your finger to pick up some of that product, and you see how it reflects. Tapping it into the inner corner of the eye. The way it photographs is like nothing I've ever seen before. Are we seeing this shimmer? Let me teach you how to tightline, because this is going to be your key to getting that balance right when it comes to your eyeliner. This is a dark brown kohl pencil from Makeup Forever. Just going back and forth into that lash line. When I say lash line, it's literally in the lashes. At the bottom, I'm just going to add a little bit on that lash line as well, going underneath the waterline. I'm going to go back and forth on a small, more defined brush to blend it out, and it's going to give almost like a smoky effect. This is bridal glam in a nutshell. You want it to look all blended in one. Do you want to know a secret in making your eyes look more open? This is a nude pencil from Delilah, exposing your waterline and going right in there with this pencil. I would strongly recommend that you wear some cluster lashes, even if you're not usually a lash girl. If they're done correctly, you will not feel them on your eye. Just take them out via the end bit, add a little bit of glue onto the lash band. Wait for it to dry a little bit so that it creates some tackiness. I'm gonna add a large on the outer corners to start with. The trick is to hold it by the end, up and over my natural lash, close to the lash line as I can. Then next to it, we're gonna go in with a medium, and then finally a small. The difference is absolutely crazy, and look how naturally lifted my outer corner looks. This will save you so much stress when you're on your wedding day, because it doesn't matter if you get eyeshadow fallout on your face. We can always correct it with this because we have done our eyes first. We're on to base now, and we don't want any flash flashback, we need it long wearing, and we want that radiant glow from within. Really hard combination to get right, so let me teach you exactly how to do it. This product from Trini London is a Miracle Blur product, almost like a silicone filler into my pores. I want to try and fill my pores in so that I create a nice smooth layer for my foundation to go into. Great if you've got any fine lines around here. Most long wearing foundations work best with a wet base. We want all of our products to melt together really well, so we're going to be using this throughout. It is the key product to making your base makeup last. This is the foundation that I would choose personally on a wedding day. It's got long wearing ingredients in there, so it's going to stay on your skin for longer. It works so well on different skin types. Really important to prime the brush, so we're pushing the bristles into that product, so there's a nice even coat on my brush. Usually around my T-zone is where I need the most coverage, so I'm going to go in with my T-zone first and then blend out from that. This is going to save any buildup around your hairline. Bear in mind you will be getting some more coverage with concealer, cream bronzers and cream blushes, so you want to create a light layer to start with. Do not forget your neck. You need to make sure everything is blended. This is a sculpting bronzing product from Makeup by Mario, almost like a skin tint for your face. I personally don't like the look of a strong contour on wedding days. I work a lot with cameras because I work in TV. Sometimes contour can look a little bit muddy in photographs. Adding that onto the perimeters of my face. This is Delilah blush in Peony. I'm gonna prime that brush so that there's a nice even layer. I'm gonna go to the highest points of our cheekbones. Can we see how stunning that is as a shade as well? It's like the perfect natural blush. This is the same concealer we use to prime our lid. You need something that's gonna last under your eyes but not crease throughout the day. NARS do formulas like this so well. Notice that I don't go right underneath my eye. Anywhere you need a little bit more brightening, blend in my chin first and leaving the eye product to sit just a little bit longer. So I'm kind of dragging it out and I'm not actually bringing it up to the eye yet, and almost like a triangle shape. Now I'm going to start to blend it up. There is some shadows that you have to keep in your eye to make it look natural, and this shadow here directly underneath your eye socket is important to keep. If you do this technique, you will not get any creasing throughout the day. Done all our cream products, we're going to go back in with Fix Plus. This is what's going to keep your makeup on for longer. And we have to set all this in place so that it does actually stay. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Sweep the powder underneath the eye, so exactly where we did the concealer. Anywhere that we need to set, our chin, our T-zone. You want to look a little bit more matte than you actually want, because in about an hour's time, your natural oils will come through. So bear that in mind. If you tend to get oily eyelids, you want to do a sweep over your eyes as well. This is a bronzer from Delilah. Just a little bit into the perimeters of the face. This is just going to add a little bit of color. You want to go in a 3 shape, so along here, along your cheek and on your forehead. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I'm going to use all of these just on the same brush. We're going to swipe over anywhere we want a bit more glow. You guessed it, we're going back in with Fix Plus. I'm going to take this colour Tender for my eyebrow. Using an eyeshadow instead of a pencil or a pen is going to create a really lovely soft brow. You can use a darker brown if you want a darker brow. The perfect bridal lip combo coming right up. This is a pinky nude lip combo that I use on so many brides. This is Honey Love from MAC. I'm going to use this as my base colour. Putting it into the centre of the lip. We need to add a little bit of definition, so now we're going to use a Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. When do you know a lip liner is finished, guys? Because oh my god, this is so stubby. I'd say it was a cool toned pink. It mimics your natural lip colour really well. Creating some definition on the Cupid's bow and around the lip. This is a technique from Kevin Aquan which makes lipstick lock in for longer. So you're going to take a tissue, blot off the excess. Go in with your loose powder. Now we're going to reapply our lipstick, Honey Love. Now our lipstick is completely locked in. I like to hydrate my lips, so I'm going to use Orgasm Lip Balm from NARS. I really like my lips looking healthy. Just added a little bit of sheen to my lip. I have so much more that I need to discuss, so let me know if you want a part 2. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video.